Today, April 30th, 2025, I'm 31 years old. I'm closer to 40 than I am 18. Let that sink in. This past year was a roller coaster for me. As I reflect on my 30th year of life, I do want to stay grateful for everything I've been through because it's led me here, aka sitting here on my couch in North Carolina, journaling and making this video. April 8th, 2024, the eclipse. I believe there was definitely a universal shift on this day. I experienced the growth. April 30th, 2024. My 30th birthday, my golden birthday. I celebrated it by renting a house and having friends and family fly in from all over the country, along with hosting a party with all of my Houston friends too. I felt so loved, and I also learned a valuable lesson. I realized that all of this time, money, and energy for only this one day flew by, and it was gone in a blink of an eye. Is this how people who plan and have a wedding feel like? All this build up and it's just over like that? I felt like I didn't get to spend enough time with everyone. I had a lot of fun, but the next big party I host, it's gonna be a week long, so I can actually spend time with everyone. After everyone left, I felt so sad and lonely. I miss my friends, but I'm ready to take on this new decade. May brought a trip to Arizona to celebrate my sister's college graduation. Some hiking there too. A lesson learned here is that if you see a potential DJ at the airport, go say hello. I regret not saying hello. I went to a pool party with my awesome coworkers. I miss our Knicks happy hour hangouts after work. May also taught me to listen to your dad when he tells you that crazy weather is coming. I was out for a run when a tornado hit. I sprained my ankle. Luckily, I jumped into a car with some random people who brought me home to my apartment. Safe. I lost power for 3 days. Houston temperatures were 90 to 100s with high humidity. I do not recommend. June was filled with raves and beach days in Galveston. I enjoyed hammocking on the beach. Oh, and I paid off my $50,000 student loan. I'm student loan debt free! Hurricane Beryl hit in July. I did not have power for 8 days. I was displaced, but luckily me and my cats stayed at a friend's house for that time. I escaped the Houston summer hell and flew to Minnesota to see family and friends. My flight was only 6 hours delayed. After that cyber attack blackout on all the airlines across the world, yeah, I flew that day. Not a vibe, but I got to Minnesota eventually. Oh, how I miss the Minnesota summers on the water. I love Minnesota, and I miss it, but I'll never move back there. August brought some pool days, nights out, and traveling to Portugal with family and friends. We ate amazing food, explored the cities of Porto and Lisbon, went to a beach, and then even saw a castle, which was so cool. I love Portugal. I would go back in a heartbeat. Then I went to Ibiza solo. Oh, what a time. I also learned a bunch of lessons on that trip, but we don't need to get into that.
Ibiza, who knows the words to a song called Feel So Close? Let me hear you sing this right now. I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field.
In August, I also did a tarot reading on myself, focusing on what I wanted to manifest. Some of the cards I pulled signified that I had to make a major change in order for this manifestation to become in alignment with what I desire. Here, the Tower card says, the Tower reminds us that what is breaking down is allowing something else to break free. In September, that tarot reading came true, and I learned a hard lesson. If you know that you need to make a change in your life and are too afraid to do it, the universe will do it for you. Early September brought job loss, the official start to my first mini retirement. I went to Lost Lands Music Festival, where I was able to dance and headbang my emotions out. September sadly also brought the death of my cousin, Rest in peace, Michael. October brought my discovery of claw machine arcades. I had a Catan night with friends, went to this art festival, which was super cool. I discovered this festival called Astronauts literally 2 weeks before it occurred. I bought tickets and we went. I had one of the most memorable festival experiences in my entire life. I've also realized that I want to spin fire someday. So future Heather, if you're watching this and you haven't spun fire yet, practice, okay? I saw Willie Nelson perform.
Road again.
I celebrated Halloween at Freaky Deaky, where I spun poi to D&B. I love spinning poi to D&B. I captured one of my favorite photos of Dexter. November brought doing as many Houston activities as possible, like eating barbecue, going to the art museum and zoo, hit up the new Meow Wolf right as it opened. I said goodbye to my friends and took in the last moments living in my Houston apartment. With that, I moved out of my apartment, packed my life into a storage unit, and drove 17 hours west to Tucson, Arizona. I was gonna live with my family for the meantime, which I'm super grateful for because I got to cook my first Thanksgiving meal for my family. December brought self-doubt, feeling like a failure, but also trying to get myself to enjoy this time of uncertainty. Relax and rest. Don't rush the process. Y'all, the job market sucks in December, but I couldn't really complain because it's hard to be really stressed out. When you have nice weather, you can go hiking, you have a hot tub and a pool that you can do yoga by, so it wasn't that bad. I was able to fly to Wisconsin to help my mom drive a moving truck back down to Arizona. That was a fun trip for us, and I would not have been able to do it if I had a job, so I was grateful to be unemployed here. I was able to spend time painting pictures for all of my family members for Christmas. It was really nice to have the time to tune into the artistic side of myself. And then I got to enjoy Christmas with them. I explored Mount Lemmon and also Saguaro National Park. I went to Decadence, Arizona with my siblings and friends to ring in the new year. We stayed up until dawn to watch the first sunrise of 2025 from a hot tub. January brought a lot of job interviews, hiking, and just appreciating Tucson. It also brought a job offer from North Carolina. I was reluctant and nervous to take it, but it was the best decision for me at that time. I took it. February brought doing as many Southwest activities as possible. I went to Joshua Tree National Park in Southern California, explored Sedona, which, oh my god, I love Sedona. You need to go if you haven't been. And also hiked Camelback Mountain in Phoenix, which that was probably the most intense hike I've ever done. Before I knew it, it was time to pack up my stuff once again and drive back east to North Carolina. We stopped at White Sands National Park and even took the cats out. They didn't really like it that much. Then we drove straight through the night to Houston. We spent a few days in Houston and had to pack up my storage unit into a moving truck. And then we were off yet again. Drove through my alma mater in Auburn, Alabama, and then up to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. March brought a new chapter. Alone in a new state, starting a new job. I like my job so far. It's a lot healthier for me, and I really do feel more aligned. That tarot reading though, you guys. I've done a little bit of exploring, and I really love how beautiful the nature is here. April brought settling into my new city, making my apartment more me, living slower. I'm content. I'm grateful. I'm happy. So here we are, back to April 30th. Thank you so much, 30. Thank you for the challenges, the lessons, the memories. It's time to end this chapter and start chapter 31. Let's go.